Hey, good morning, Bobby D.
Good morning, dear. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can you believe we're at the last Saturday in August?
No,
Oh,
no. And I refuse to. I refuse to accept it.
Well, it's a beautiful, beautiful, sunny Saturday morning here in the Steel City, Pittsburgh, PA, for those of you who don't know.
That's right. But you should know. You should know.
Exactly right. It's the CCI radio show, a Pandemic Press Media presentation. We're a proud member of the National Podcast Association, and we've been globally connected since 2012.
That's correct. A long time. It's been a long time.
Oh, I know. Very long time. And Bobby D, today's show, we're going to have a little bit of fun because standing by, we've got your sister, my sister-in-law. She's just a beautiful person.
So what are you trying to get from her?
Well, we're going to bring her on momentarily. It's going to be our story reporter, Terri Lee. Oh, man, we're going to have some fun with this one. I'm excited.
You should be. You should be. I am too.
And for those of you watching on our YouTube channel, welcome aboard. And if this is your first time, welcome aboard.
That's right.
The CCI radio show, Sam C. And she is Bobby D.
I don't know what to do with you. You could see someone is really getting into this.
Yes.
They really
I
doing
am.
This now.
Yeah, I definitely am. And for those of you who want to send us a little bit of love, we do have a Cash App. You know, we do like that cheddar. I always like to say that.
Mm-hmm.
The Cash App is Sam Bob PPP.
Very good. You could also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at CCI SB Global, at P Press Media, and we're also on TikTok at P Press Media. That's a new one.
Yeah, you know, if you would have told me in our wildest dreams that we would be on TikTok, I wouldn't know what to tell you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't even know what to do with that.
Absolutely. And for those of you, if you're looking to find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, you can find us. Look at the screen right now. You'll definitely see where you can find us on those three social medias. And we already mentioned TikTok. So
that's right. Absolutely.
And as always, we want to give a shout out to our networking partners. We're going to start with Pandemic Press Publishing, passionate about writing, passionate about creativity. Again, you can find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram under Pandemic PP, and their website, pandemicpresspublishing.com.
Tea Time with Teresa Griffin, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. And of course, you could find her on Facebook Live and E360 TV, and that's streaming on your Apple TV, your Roku, of course. Great food, great music, and great fun. I'm going to turn back on our air conditioner.
Oh, yeah. You're not a problem. And speaking of Teresa Griffin, she's going to be at an event today.
That's right.
And let me just see if I can
pull that up
just really quick. And then that way, yeah, we'll pull that up. And, you know, while we're waiting to pull that up, you already mentioned Tea Time?
That's correct.
Okay. And also, let's mention Shar.
Yes.
And our good friend Shar. She, episode, I want to say 3 of Shar's Adult Conversations coming your way. And boy, I'm really unorganized today. I need to... I got Teresa's there. Okay, so Teresa's event is going to be today, August 28th. And it is going to be, and I can't see where it's going to be, unfortunately.
Let me see. But if you're in the Chicago area, if you just happen to be in the Chicago area, I don't know why my phone is tripping out today.
I found it.
My phone is doing its own thing.
It's going to be 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. I believe it's going to be in the Chicago area, like Bobby D said. Christ Universal Temple Lot, 11901 South Ashland Avenue, Chicago, Illinois. So make sure if you're going to be in that area that you show up, and support Teresa and so many other performers are going to be there. Also, including other than Teresa, is going to be Nanette Frank, Latanya Hughes, Kenyatta Stewart, Rashada Dawn, and spoken word sensation Tone, and Marquita Lynn Jordan, and so much more. And this is going to be hosted by none other than Maddie J. So make sure that you go out there, show your love, show your support.
That sounds good to me. Also, Chaz Wins, our brother Chaz Wins, Wednesdays and Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern on Grind City TV Network, available on Roku and Smart TV. You can find him on Facebook, Instagram, and his YouTube channel. All of that under Chaz Wins. Chaz with 2 Z's, okay? And also, Chaz Wins, the podcast, is on Anchor and Spotify.
The homie. Also, make sure you tune in to In My Element with Neela. If you're looking for something good for your Monday through Friday, it's 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central Time, YouTube and Facebook. And speaking of In My Element, congratulations to Neela and her show for 1 year of being in existence. So congratulations to you.
And thank you for having us on your show.
Absolutely.
Well. Thank you. Now, we also have none other than Breeze Blings, custom shoes to fit your lifestyle with bling. Find her on Facebook and Instagram under Breeze Blings.
Absolutely.
Beautiful, beautiful custom designs, I'm telling you.
And speaking of Breeze, she has a very great organization called Block 24. It's a nonprofit organization, helps families and victims of gun violence, and make sure that you support, send some donations in and just show your support for that organization. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram under Block 24, or their website is www.block24.org.
Absolutely. Fantastic organization. And for those who have lost loved ones to gun violence, this is definitely the organization that you want to link up with. We also have none other than Clack and Shimmy on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. All of that under Clack and Shimmy. It's a lot of fun. So we'll say hello right now to Madam Bree.
Yeah, Madam Bree, what's up? Good morning to you. And not only that, you're looking for some more laughs?
Yes.
You got Vets Chat and Laughter Lounge Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. You can also find her and watch the show on her YouTube channel.
That is correct. Also, World of May, another wonderful organization. You have to take a look at all the information that they have on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. There's 3 different ways to find them. On Facebook, you can find them at worldofmay.home. Twitter is at world_of_May as MAE, and Instagram at Fairy Strong.
Absolutely. And if you're looking to advertise your business, look no further. You can advertise it right here on the CCI radio show. Contact Pandemic Press Media. You can email them at pandemicpm@gmail.com for more details. And what's up to Clack and Shimmy?
That's right. Good morning, Clack and Shimmy. Hello.
And now we are so excited because normally we would say our story reporter Terri is back with a new episode of her segment, Are You Freaking Kidding Me? But
we're not going to say that, right?
No, we're not going to say that
because even though you already said it.
Because she is here today. Oh my goodness. I just can't wait. I've been waiting for this moment. Seriously.
He's been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, I've been waiting for the moment.
Okay.
I think we've had Terri waiting long enough, and she's probably thinking some bad thoughts about me already. So.
Oh, goodness.
So we're going to bring our wonderful sister in, Terri Lee.
Hi.
Pretty girl. How are you?
Good morning to you, sis.
Good. Good morning. morning, family. How you doing?
Good.
we're
How
doing
are
good.
you? You look lovely.
Yes, you do.
Thank you. You both look lovely as well. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
you know,
excited to have you.
I was really pumping you up.
I heard. I hope I deliver. That's a lot of pressure. So thank you for that.
I almost feel like he's, wanting more deviled eggs. That's what I kind of feel
I
like.
know. And I told you last weekend I'm not making any more deviled eggs until November. So
Well, that's actually what I was going to ask you.
fine. How could I say no to that face?
And sis, you got a good morning from Clack and Shimmy.
Good morning.
Good morning, Breeze.
Breeze Blings is in the building. What's up, Breeze? Thanks for
Hi,
tuning in.
everybody.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in to our chaotic craziness this morning. Thank you so much.
But that's a good thing, though. That's a good thing. Well, Terri Lee, we are, as Sam C said, very happy to have you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? I mean, we know about you, but
Yes, so I am Terri. For those of you who do not know, I am Bobby's little sister and Sam's little sister-in-law. Born and raised in Pittsburgh, PA. I am a business analyst and currently working from home, as a lot of us are because of the pandemic. I pretty much love to tell funny stories, and I think that's kind of why Bobby and Sam let me come on their show, because something crazy always happens to me, and my philosophy as I've gotten older, even though I hate that saying,
yes,
as I've gotten older, is to laugh at things. So it's always funny till it's not. So even if something is maybe not the funniest thing, I tend to try to turn it into a positive and find something funny about it to make myself feel better about the situation, if that makes any sense.
It does.
Okay, good.
definitely.
Yes.
Well, I know that, we, the Norman girls, there's always something crazy that's happening to us. Like right now, your brother-in-law is moving the screen and I'm almost out of focus. If you notice, it's just going.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, boo. I'll talk to you another
Love you.
time. Love you too. I guess, your brother-in-law doesn't.
Guess I'll catch you later. Bye.
I'll call you afterwards and
Call me.
Hey, I didn't think this show was Team Up on Sam. I thought this was about.
It's always Team Up on Sam Day.
Absolutely.
Oh, I know.
Absolutely. Especially when the you see the screen,
Right.
suddenly it'll just be like.
I did see that. I was not going to bring it up, but since you brought it up, yes, I did see that.
You absolutely have to bring it up. You have to bring it up. So
Thank you both. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
So since things like that always tend to happen to us, it is wonderful that you decided to kind of twist it and put it into a positive, because it is.
Yeah, because right, because there's a lot of times when things happen and in the moment they make you so mad, because it's and I'm not talking about things that are serious, but I'm talking about things that are ridiculous that could just burn you. But then I've realized that after telling you guys and my friends and our parents and everything, that as I'm telling these stories, people are laughing and I'm like, oh yeah, why am I mad about this? Like, this is something funny. I didn't get hurt. I didn't get damaged. There was no harm. So why am I mad about this? Why don't I just make it funny and, tell people and hopefully brighten their day a little bit. And, so that I'm laughing. I'm laughing with them instead of,
exactly.
being mad about it and sitting in my house and sulking. So
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, just sitting back thinking about all the stories that you tell. It's only fitting that you become our story reporter here on the show. So we're really grateful for doing that. So how did you go about wanting to tell stories?
It happened with one of my friends, my best friend actually. Her name's Debbie. Hi, Deb, if you're listening. I would tell her things. We confide in each other, and I would be so mad, and be like, I can't believe this happened. Blah. And she would be laughing, and I'm like, why are you laughing? And she'd say, do you hear what you're saying? Like, do you hear how? And I'd be like, oh yeah, I guess that is kind of funny. So I think that's where it's like I started wanting to tell stories to other people, like writing them down and recording them for you guys and things like that. But I think and Bobby can attest to this, we come from a very funny family. So our dad is hilarious. He's always saying things that are really funny. And our mom, she has more of like a sniper sense of humor, where she's so funny, but if you don't catch it, like if you don't catch it, you'll miss it, Yes. So I think that's kind of where I learned to be funny, but I think that's where people started accepting the stories and laughing at them and thinking that they're funny and wanting to hear more stories. And I'd be like, oh, okay, well, sure. If you want to hear me talk, then sure.
Sure, I'll do it.
Yeah, I can talk all day.
We can too if we want.
Yeah, to. We really can.
Yeah. And Black and Jimmy, she said she's got your back, Samsey. She's got your back. Oh, good morning, Marjorie.
Hey, Marjorie, good morning. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in to see my sister. This is the actual story reporter here who comes up with all those and actually I can't even say comes up with. These stories are absolutely true. They've absolutely happened. So it's not like you're making them up.
100% true. I have in fact ran over a bicyclist in New York. No.
Remember that story?
That's true.
I've had to argue with people at grocery stores that say that I don't know what milk looks like. Like all of these things that I tell, they're 100% true, and they're so crazy that like if you don't laugh, you'll cry. So
that's very true. Well, do you by chance have a story for us today?
I do, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
This is great.
And this actually involves the family, and you guys know about this. But for the people that don't know, here goes. So a couple of weeks ago, my family was coming over for, I'm going to say it was 4th of July. And I decided that I was going to make some sliders. I thought it would be really fun, little cute little hamburger sandwiches. Everybody can have their fixins, and it'll be a nice little cookout in my house. So because I was making a lot and some for everyone to take home, I decided to make them in the oven. So, the parents are coming over, and I have to say, and I know that you can agree, our parents do not put any pressure on us to make this extravagant party. But as the kids, you want to show them a good time. You want to, make sure that the house looks nice, and you want to make sure that they have good food to eat. So I was, running around cooking and cleaning and, waiting for the family to come, couldn't wait. And so I decided to make these little sliders in the oven. So I put them on the sheet, put them in the oven, went about cleaning, putting the final touches on everything. And when they were done, it was almost time for Mom and Dad, Bobby and Sam, to get there. So I'm like, great. So I go and I put them in this tiny pan with, I would say, about this much room, if you can see. So it had filled with like juice and water and everything. So I'm thinking, okay, I can lift this, even though I should not, I'll lift it. So I go to pull the pan out of the oven with all the sliders. The oil spills and my oven goes up in flames. Oh. It goes whoosh. And I'm like, ah! So in true discussion, instead of thinking logically, I just start running around the house. So I'm running around the house. I remember that the oven is on fire, so I should go back into the kitchen. So I go back in the kitchen, turn off the oven. I was just about to grab the fire extinguisher, but thankfully the fire kind of died out on its own. So now the fire alarms are going off, and I have a security system that if it hears the fire alarm, it will also go off.
Oh.
So now the fire alarm and the home security system are both buzzing, and mom and dad are due in about 10 minutes. So my house is filled with smoke and it smells like burnt, and I am running around opening all windows, doors, anything I can think of, fanning the alarm so that hopefully it dies down, and everything kind of settles down just as I see mom and dad pull into my driveway. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, they were charred, but not burnt. That's important. That's an important distinction.
Cajun.
So so I wipe the sweat off my brow and make sure my hair looks good, and I open the door and I say, "Hi, Mom and Dad," and Mom says, "Hi, it smells good in here." And Dad says, "It smells burnt."
Jeez.
And he said, "It smells like you burned something." I said, "Oh yeah, I almost set the house on fire."
Yeah, sorry about that.
Can I take that bag for you?
Is that all right?
Would you just come in and shut up and sit down and don't worry about the oven that's on fire right now? So my dad looks at me like, "What?" And I say, "It's fine. No problem. So they come in, and then I think a little bit later, you guys came in, like maybe about 10 minutes later. And Bobby, I don't know if you remember, I dragged you into the kitchen, was like, "I'm going to set the house on fire."
I do remember.
So I remained poised, I think, for as long as I could until Bobby came in, and then I started screaming and crying in the kitchen that I almost set my house on fire. So happy 4th of July to me.
Hey, but it turned out great.
It did turn out good. And just a reminder that if you're going to make sliders in the oven, bigger pan. Yeah.
Oh,
small pan. Yeah. So, yep. So, and I have to say that today is my 4-year anniversary of being in this house.
Oh.
Thank you.
Congratulations, sis.
Thank you. And only one fire.
Hey.
Let's hope no more.
Yep.
No more fires.
Let's hope.
Let's not do it again.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
We'll see what sliders I'm gonna make for Labor Day. So.
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Or you could always order out. That's okay.
Order out, yes. So from now on, any other functions that I hold, it's just going to be order in. DoorDash, that's what it's going to be, because I can't take it anymore. I hung up my apron.
My apron. Oh, Marjorie says that we were frozen.
At one time, huh?
I don't know. I hope we're not frozen anymore. I hope not. But Jonathan said, wow.
Hey, what's up, Jonathan?
He said, wow, that story truly was LOL funny.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you for laughing that my house almost burned down. No.
Well, we didn't mean it that way. But sis, we are so honored to have you here on the show today as our story reporter, and you're giving us some stories live. So, and you've gotten so much good feedback because people just really love your stories, and when you don't do them for a while, people start asking.
I know, and thank you guys so much for asking. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I was away for a little bit. Just life got in the way, nonsensical things. But I'm so happy to be back and happy to hopefully remember more stories and think about things that have happened in a good light so that I'm not angry.
Yes. Absolutely. Totally understandable. But it is interesting that like the things that happen to you that you're like, and you tell the story about it and people are laughing. So maybe that is okay. All right. I'll let it go.
Yeah, and I mean, and if I can be serious for a second here, it's almost like a good form of therapy too, because when you get it out, you're in the moment, like I said before, in the moment, you're so angry and you're so stressed out about things. Like, for instance, my house being on fire technically is not funny, but as I look back on it, everybody had a nice time.
Yeah.
The food was good and we all got to be together, and the house is still standing, as you can see. So, no harm, no foul. So I think if people laugh more at things, it would make them feel better. Like I tend to really believe that, like, laugh at things more. Don't take yourself so seriously. Don't take life so seriously. Things that happen, if you really take a look at them, you can find the funny. Always look for the funny. That's my philosophy, especially during this pandemic. Like, Lord knows that we're in a horrible situation. Things are very sad, and it's tough out there. And I'm not saying that the pandemic is funny. It's tragic and it's very scary, but there's always something funny that happens, that can make it, that you can use to soothe yourself. For instance, at the very beginning of the pandemic, I was like, okay, I got to get to Walmart and I got to get supplies. I don't know what supplies were. Like, I didn't have a clear thought of what supplies were. I just knew that I needed supplies. So I got up at 6:00 in the morning and I went to Walmart, and I had my gloves on, my hat, my face mask. I had my COVID outfit on. And, I went to Walmart and I'm walking through the store, and this very, very sweet old man was, nodded through his mask and, like, did the things so you could see that we're both smiling at each other. And, I nodded back, hello, sir. And he was in the same aisle that I was. And he just cleared his throat. And I panicked, and I genuinely thought about ripping the shelf down on his head, like just pulling the whole shelf down to knock him out. Like, I had to take him out because he wasn't going to get me,
That's right.
So I looked at him, with this look of, like, pure terror. And then I just turned around and just, like, went to a completely different aisle, shoved stuff in my cart that I don't even know. Like, I bought a hose. Like, I don't know.
Did you need a hose? Did you need one?
No, like, I bought, like, a hose. I bought, like, canned goods, which are fine, but, like, some things I can't eat. I'm not allowed to have like, I should not have peanuts. I bought peanuts. It was like I just took my arm and just slid it across a shelf, and then I just ran to the cashier and then got home. And then when I got home, I'm like, yeah, supplies. And then I'm looking at all this stuff and I'm like, what did I buy? And why did I buy it? What do I need this hose for? So,
but that's okay.
Yeah, but now I have an extra hose. So if you guys need an extra hose, I got one.
And peanuts.
Yeah, maybe you guys should auction that off as part of a winter giveaway.
Right, the COVID winter giveaway. Hoses and peanuts.
COVID winter giveaway.
So tune in right here on the CCI radio show, and Terri will come back and get you a COVID bag of winter supplies. Even though, really, well, the peanuts could be a winter supply, but probably not a hose. But that's okay. That's okay.
Don't forget your 10% off code.
Yes, we need a 10% off code if you want special treatment or something like that.
Yeah, it'll be, are you friggin' kidding me, 10.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
You get a hose.
The peanuts.
And
some canned goods, maybe a few canned goods that you probably didn't really like.
Hey, that could be the next story, sis.
Well, that was the story.
Well, yeah.
The story.
Well, I'm saying you can kind of add to that.
Yeah, right. Hopefully though, I don't have to we don't have to go through that again. So hopefully, things will get better and we don't have to go through the store running around screaming, buying hoses for no reason. So.
Yes. And too much toilet paper and
stuff like that.
Yes. Too much toilet paper, too much paper towels. I bought cases of water, which is good, but now that I have like all these cases of water in my basement, I'm thinking to myself, like, did I need every single case,
Yes.
But eventually I'll use it. Every time I go down there, I'll grab a couple bottles of water.
That's true.
But
you're good. You're good. Invite the family over some more, and we'll drink up more water.
Yeah, well, you saw that I was trying to shove water down everybody's throat last weekend, right? I was like, do you want some water? True. Take some water. Take some water. I was throwing them at mom and dad as they're walking in the car.
Bopping them in the head with the water.
Love you.
No. And here's a parting gift.
Right. Yeah, and Dad's birthday's coming up in December, so he's probably going to get a case of water. I hope he's not listening. Surprise, Dad.
Surprise, Dad. Hey, enjoy that water.
Yeah.
But trust her. That's not all she's going to get you, Dad.
Well, she might.
Well, I don't know. It depends.
I can't speak for my sister.
Right. It depends because, as you know, your father has a difficult time keeping track of his devices, and for those of you, so another story is our dad had this old, and I hope he's looking, I want to make eye contact.
Yes.
Old, raggedy, rickety phone that needed to go, Dad. And so we told him, you need a new phone. So finally he resigns and says, okay, get me a phone. So he got him this beautiful iPhone with all the bells and whistles, anything that you could possibly imagine. And I would say it's been about like maybe 4 months.
Maybe about 5 months. Yeah.
Yeah. That we've been trying to wrestle the old one out of his hand. And so So I don't know if I'm going to get him any fancy gadgets this year because his philosophy is that the old one, he knows where everything is. The new one doesn't act right. So he prefers using the old one.
Even though on the old one, when he's looking in the camera at you, there's a cloudy circle around and his face is just like in this hole of the cloudy.
It looks like this. Hey, baby, what? Use the new phone. So,
Oh, no.
So he might just get water. So I don't know if I'm going to get him any more gadgets because, he says the new gadgets are frustrating and he doesn't want to bother with them when the old one works just as well, but it does not work just as well. So
no, absolutely not.
But whatever.
But we'll work on it.
Right.
Keep working on
we'll
it.
keep working on it.
Do what we can,
Right.
So, sis, while we're still dealing with this pandemic, in your own opinion, how far do you think we've come from last year, and do you think we're in a better spot?
Oh, that's a good question. So I tend to believe, for my own sanity, I have to believe that things are getting better. I feel that there's a lot of people who could really help us get out of this thing, a lot quicker. And normally I'm the type of person, like I don't want to debate political things with you. The way that you feel is the way that you feel. The way that I feel is the way that I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever, just don't touch me. Just don't touch me. Don't touch my family. Don't. But in this case, I have to stand firm where I feel very strongly that if everybody would just do what they have to do, then we would get out of this a lot sooner. You know, I think we are on the upswing, but the upswing is very, 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 very slow right now. So, you know, we're going to be in it for a minute. But the reason that I'm saying that it's better is because I get to hug you guys now.
That's right. That's right.
I get to hug you guys, and you
Yeah.
know, I think that we can all say, especially at the very, very beginning of this, as close of a family as we are, and this is not us blowing smoke, and this is not for radio. We're a very close knit family, and like to stand 6 feet away from you and not be able to touch you was torture.
Right.
You know, it was actual torture. So the fact that I get to hug my family, I get to hug my friends, I get to be in the same space with someone, that's progress. So, you know, that's good. But yeah, we definitely have a long way to go, and it's just because people just don't want to do what they have to do.
That's so good. That's so good.
So, and it's crazy because like you hear people, and this is where I have to laugh, because you hear people say, I don't want to put something in my body that I don't understand what it is. But then they're smoking, you know, then you're smoking cigarettes, or you're going to a fast food joint, or you're getting a flu shot, you know, like all of these things. And again, like I respect everyone's belief to a point. But like, you know, you cannot hold a cigarette while you're saying, I don't want to take the vaccine. You know, like if you're a strict vegan, to the point where you don't wear animal clothing, you know what I mean? Like you are a strict vegan where you know what every single thing goes into your body. I respect that. Like, you know, you don't want to take the vaccine. That's fine, you know, but just know that, you know, that's very dangerous. But as long as you've read the science and you're still against it, that's fine. But if you're like holding Taco Bell, you know, and saying, I don't want to take the vaccine. Okay, well, enjoy that chimichanga, and you know,
that's right.
We hope that you don't end up in the hospital, and don't touch me.
That's exactly right. Please don't touch me.
Yeah, don't touch me. Don't touch my family, and don't talk to me about the importance of your temple, you know, when you're driving through McDonald's.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Good
Absolutely.
Answers. Good answer.
So that's my tangent
Good
on the vaccine.
No, that's good. Good
And
answers.
it's all good. And it's all good.
Yeah, and we went together, you know, to get the vaccine. And like it's crazy to say that, but we made it a family thing.
We did.
We did. We were just like, okay, we have to do this thing because we love each other.
Yep.
We care about the world, as crazy and mixed up as it is out there. You know, we still want to do our part. So let's make it a family thing. Everybody meet at 10 or 4. We met at 4. Yeah. Everybody meet at 4 and we'll get this thing done, you know. And a little bit of side effect I had on the first one. I was exhausted thankfully we got it on a Friday.
Yes.
Because I slept till like Sunday, you know, but the second one I didn't have any problem. And you know, because of the wide range of medical conditions within our family and within our friends, you know, it was a no-brainer to me.
That's
like,
right.
I have to do this because my best friend has asthma. She doesn't, but I'm just saying, like, that's a no-brainer for me. My best friend is diabetic. I have to do that because I want to see her. My husband has cancer, so I need to do that because I need to make him safe.
That's right.
No-brainer. So, but you know, those people that have their convictions, totally cool, but I really wish that they would think about it because, you know, the world is messed up enough already.
Yes.
So we don't need a pandemic to like make it more messed up.
That's right. And take any more of us out.
Yeah. And you know, people are dying and it's so sad. And I have a friend who I who I went, we're very sadly just Facebook friends now, but we used to be very close in high school. And she put on Facebook that she has COVID and she was in the hospital and was recording from the ICU. And the video was so sad because when you looked at it, it was as if she was saying goodbye, just in case. And she kept saying over and over again, thank you guys for taking care of my babies, and I think she has like 4 kids. I'm not quite certain, but like 4 kids, and thank you for watching after my kids, and thank you guys for your prayers, and all of these things, and how can you watch 100,000, 200,000 people just in America die,
Yeah.
and then be like, I don't want that in my body. I'll be fine because, I'm an American and I have rights. Well, yeah, but you have the right to not be a jerk too.
Right.
It's not in the Constitution, but it's an unwritten rule.
Right.
You have the right to not be an idiot. Use that right and help us out.
That's so true. Absolutely.
I agree with that.
Absolutely. That is so true.
I might run for president.
I think you should.
Hey, there you go.
And we will vote for you.
Terri, 2024.
Woo-woo.
Yep, got our vote already. And if it wasn't for you, Bobby and I wouldn't have had even our first shot yet, because I know we would have had it eventually, but that day you said where to go, what website to go to. I never thought in our wildest dreams we would be able to find one
so
soon.
Yeah, and I think we can all agree that the main focus was mom and dad, like our parents and your mom, because and your dad, because we're like, okay, they're older, and they told us that they're at high risk, so that was the main focus, where we were just scouring the internet, desperately trying to find places for them to go, because we're like, okay, if they're vaccinated, then maybe we can stand 3 feet to them, away from them instead of the 6 feet. And so after our parents were taken care of, then it was like we were on a mission to be like, wherever we can get it, is what we're going to do. And, I did not mind standing in line. I didn't mind driving as far as we had to go. We had to go to, where was it?
Coriopolis. Yeah, the Dick's Superstore.
Which is not close to any of us.
No.
Yeah. Coriopolis, so like past the airport.
Yeah.
In Pittsburgh, and we're 45 minutes away from.
In other words, we're not close to.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, we're not close. We're very far from the airport. So and it didn't bother me at all. I just turned on some tunes, hopped in the car, and got there.
Nice drive.
Yeah.
Nice drive. I'll tell you that.
So, and as soon as, because my friend was the one who sent me a message, and as soon as she sent it to me, I sent it to you and was like, do it.
Right now.
Do it now. Go now. So, yeah.
That's right. So we're very thankful for that, Boo.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
I'm happy to do it.
Yes.
Well, Terri Lee, I should say before I ask the next question, what's next for you?
What's next for me? Well, I am hoping very soon. I have like a little bit of a Facebook page going on with the Are You Friggin' Kidding Me that I haven't kept up with. So I'd like to start doing that a little bit more often to really start to put my stories out there. Like I don't expect to get as big as you guys. Like if anybody wants to read something funny, on their downtime, I would love to provide that for them. So I would really like to start kicking that up and really focusing on that more, so that I can hopefully give myself also kind of like a creative outlet, because Lord knows we need hobbies and things to do. Like
Mhm.
when the pandemic first started, I tried bread making, I tried puzzling, as you can see here. My I love the 80s puzzles. And, but I think writing and, like putting my stories out there online would be really, really fun. So I think that's my next thing.
That sounds good.
Yeah, well, you're already part of the show, so regardless of whether you've been doing, your segment's Facebook page or not, you've always been part of the show.
Thank you, brother dear. I feel very part of the show. So
Well, you are.
yes. So I would like to connect the dots so that I can, contribute more.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it definitely sounds good.
Well, we know you actually have a lunch date today.
Yes.
I do. Yes.
So we won't hold you for too much longer. But Sam C, do you have? Oh, good.
I was going to ask something. Well, I was just going to ask.
Something to say.
We're getting ready to wrap this up in just a couple minutes, but do you have a couple minutes when we wrap this up, just to kind of chat for just a couple?
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Perfect. All right.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Terri Lee, do you have any shout outs you want to give?
I guess just thank you guys very much for having me. It was super fun. I love doing this, so I will continue to do the stories. And for those of you who don't like my stories, how about you keep those comments to yourself?
That's right. Keep them to yourself.
Love it.
You bet.
So that is all I have. So everyone, may you be well, may you be loved, and may you be at peace.
Thank you very much.
Love it.
Thank you.
And it's been an honor to bring the CCI radio show to you guys. Thank you so much for supporting us for the month of August. As we move to September, we've got some good things coming your way, so stay tuned. We'll be posting that on all the shows, social media. So Bobby D, take it away.
Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you again real soon.
Okay. Take care, guys.
Bye.